Hi, I'm Tina Ann Middleton, author of the Forestville series. I would like to welcome you today to the Writing Journey, where we inspire and encourage each other as we learn the craft of writing. Today, I would like to share with you about one of my favorite authors, Lenora Worth. We'll be right back. Since the time I began these episodes, I've talked with you about different things that I'm learning on the craft of writing journey. But I'd like to change gears today. Today and over the next several episodes, I'll be sharing with you about some of the authors that I have enjoyed reading. Today I'll be talking to you about Lenora Worth. Lenora is a prolific writer. She has written more than 80 books. She writes for several publishers. One of them is Harlequin for their love-inspired and love-inspired suspense line. And I have read books in both of those. She's written Amish suspense. She's written suspense. And she's written the ones that involve canines. Being the animal lover that I am, those are my favorites. I'm just so impressed with what these wonderful dogs do in the line of duty. And Lenora portrays them very well. She, the way she puts it, they're not just extra. They are real characters. It's easy to get involved, not only with your hero and your heroine, but with the dog as well. At least when you're an animal lover like I am. She also writes for Kensington Books, and she writes romance for Tool Publishing. One of the series that she wrote for them is called Brides of Blossom, and I read that several months ago. It is set in the town of Blossom, Texas, and a lot of the action revolves around a bed and breakfast there. Of course, you have beautiful women and gorgeous men who don't get along at first. There's action, there's conflict, misunderstandings, and resolution. Now, I don't want to tell you any more because I don't want to do any spoilers. I will tell you this, my husband, who does not normally read romance, read those books and he enjoyed them as much as I did. So I encourage you to check out the series. It's a sweet romance that is very enjoyable and very engaging. Lenora is a best-selling author. Oh, wow. She's had 3 books that are finalists for the ACFW, American Christian Fiction Writers, Carol Award. She has been a finalist for the Romance Writers of America Rita Award. She has received the Romantic Times Pioneers of Fiction Award. And she has been a USA Today and Publishers Weekly best-selling author. So as you can see, a lot of people besides myself love Lenora's books. I have more than a dozen of them on my Kindle. I tried counting them the other night. I got to 13. Pretty sure there's more hiding in there. Yes, that says something about how my Kindle is organized. I'm always finding more that I want to buy. Problem there is I have more books on my Kindle than I'm ever going to be able to read. I just keep adding to them, and I'm sure I'll be adding some of Lenora's on there. In fact, I've got my eye on several now. And I just started a new one. It's Amish. Let me find it so I can show it to you. Amish Country Secret. I just got started on that one. It looks intriguing. So why do I enjoy her books so much? Well, for one thing, the story pulls me along from the beginning. There are no slow spots or dull spots. There's no place where the action just kind of, it pulls you along. It keeps you engaged as you go. The characters are real. It's easy to become involved with them and to feel like you know them. Don't worry, I do still have a grasp on reality, but I find myself really getting involved with the characters. And there's sweet romance, of course. Yeah, I like that phrase, sweet romance. But there's romance, there's the right kind of passion, you know, where they're passionate about their work, they're passionate about being honorable men and women. There's suspense, there's lots of action. So you pick up one of those books and it's easy to get lost in it. And you can ask my husband, if you ever meet him, when I get into a book like that, it's kind of hard to get my attention. It's hard to get me back into real life here because I want to stay in the book. And Lenora writes those kinds of books. Lenora is a great example of what I would like to be, what I hope to become as an author. I want my books to engage people the way hers do. Her books are best-selling for a good reason. They're well-written, they're easy to get lost in. But I've had the opportunity to meet Lenora Worth, and she is also a very nice, real person. She's the one that when I first had the idea for a novel, I tried to give it to her. I was like, Lenora, I have this great idea for a novel, and da-da-da-da-da. And she sent the message back to me, no, Tina, you should write it. So I did. But she's been very encouraging along the way. And she has inspired this writer to keep writing. And now I hope to inspire you to keep writing. Have a great week.